In an unexpected turn of events, President Trump recently visited disaster zones in North Carolina and California, sparking a wave of significant discussions. A journey that was anything but ordinary. It was marked by his contemplation on the abolishment of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, as he expressed dissatisfaction with its response to Hurricane Helene. The tale of his trip doesn't end here. The president also met with Governor Newsom, a rendezvous that was underscored by the intensity of the issues at hand. Conversations were dominated by the theme of fire recovery aid, a topic that carries the weight of the livelihoods and futures of countless individuals affected by the disaster. These discussions weren't without their conditions, though. Emphasizing the need for fast-tracking rebuilding permits in California, President Trump made it clear that effective and efficient recovery was of paramount importance. His trip to these disaster-stricken areas has brought to light several crucial issues and has initiated important conversations. Survivors shared harrowing tales of the floods, painting a grim picture of the devastating aftermath. The disaster zones in North Carolina and California echoed with stories of courage, resilience, and loss. The human element of the disaster was brought to life as survivors recounted their experiences. Amidst the chaos, the sheer will of the people to survive and rebuild shone through. In California, the aftermath of the fires was a stark reminder of nature's fury. The scorched earth and the remnants of what once were homes stood as silent witnesses to the devastation. Yet, in the face of such adversity, the spirit of the Californians remained unbroken. During his visit, President Trump emphasized the need to expedite rebuilding efforts. He called for a fast tracking of permits to aid in the swift recovery of the affected regions. His focus on streamlining the recovery process resonated with the survivors, many of whom are eager to rebuild their lives and their communities. The stories of the survivors underscore the urgent need for federal support and efficient rebuilding efforts in the face of such natural disasters. Politics, as it often does, cast a long shadow over Trump's visits. The journey was not just about surveying disaster zones, it was a stage for political discourse. A key issue on the table was voter ID, a topic that stirs strong sentiments on both sides of the aisle, and a subject that is integral to the democratic process. Then came the discussion on disaster aid, a lifeline for those affected by the calamities. But this lifeline came with strings attached. The president laid out conditions for fire recovery aid, emphasizing the need to fast-track rebuilding permits in California. The question is, will these conditions ease the recovery process or add another layer of red tape? The third issue on the agenda was bipartisan cooperation, a concept that seems increasingly elusive in today's polarized political climate. Yet, it is this very cooperation that is needed to effectively tackle the aftermath of natural disasters. Trump's trip, although shrouded in political discussions, has highlighted the critical role of federal support in disaster recovery. Will this lead to a change in FEMA's role? Only time will tell.